Earlier during this project, I alluded to the fact that you could create a painting of clouds in the sky and use it as a backdrop. So I'm going to show you that right now using a painting that I created a little while ago. So I'm going to go ahead and double click down here to create a new material, and we're going to call this sky. And I'm simply going to go to where it says texture here, and we're going to choose load image, and we're going to choose this cloud background.jpg. And don't worry, you guys have this inside of your work files folder. Let me go ahead and just show you what it looks like. I painted this in Sketchbook Pro, and the brush was just absolutely amazing, and it blended these clouds with some nice translucency. So I was really happy how smooth it came out. So I'm going to go ahead and hit open. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure that we put this on the correct channel, which I want in the color channel. All right, so make sure you have color selected. I want this to have an ethereal kind of, real bright sunny day look, but the luminance might be too bright, so I'm going to dial that down a little bit. I don't think I want any specular on this because it's not going to really have any shiny parts, just a nice glowing feeling. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop this on a plane we're about to create. So let's go to create a plane, and I'm going to go to my posing view, and here's the plane. And let's just go ahead and stretch this out pretty large. Turn it into an editable mesh, and let's rotate it. I'm going to move it back so it's behind our scene. I'll go back to my actual render view, and I'll continue to manipulate it by resizing it and scaling it. And I'll go ahead and move it into position. And I think that should do the trick. Now I'm simply going to grab our new material called sky and drop it right onto this plane. And you have a really nice bright feeling now. And you can move this plane. One of the true advantages to doing it this way. So you can just go ahead and put this to where you want it. Now, something that might be concerning is the fact that our fill light might actually cast a shadow of this scene onto this plane, which we don't want. So let me tell you how to avoid that. So for the fill light, I'm going to go ahead and make sure the shadows are not on. So this is not the light that I want to change. I think it's going to be the key light. Yes, there we go. So the key light actually has shadows turned on. So on the key light, let's go to the project tab, and we have this exclude section. We're going to drag our plane right on in there. So let me go ahead and rename this sky plane so I just know what it is. And I'm going to drag it literally straight on into that little category I just showed you. So go back to your key light and drag this right into this section. And you see that it got a little darker because that light is no longer going to affect it. All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick test render and see what we have. Very nice. We have a very soft scene with nice bright clouds in it. All right. So as you can see, guys, there's many solutions available to you when you're creating 3D scenes, from using dynamics to particles to using planes that have paintings on them. There's lots and lots of things you can do to create a really compelling scene. So in the next lesson, let's go ahead and tackle animating the scene.